Look at somebody and say, I am unstoppable. Whatever you thought you lost, whatever is taken from you, God will compensate you. All things work together for good to those who are called according to his what? Purpose. All things. May your life attract people that have something to do with your destiny.
Give them a very big clap offering. Say, I love you. I need you. I need you. For me to survive, I need you. And I want to promise you, I won't harm you with my words. And you know, it just agree with the things I'm going to teach this morning. This is the third Sunday of the family conclave. Were you blessed on Tuesday? If you are blessed on Tuesday, give the Lord a very big shout and a clap. We looked at some things on Tuesday. We went ahead, looked at the issues of in-laws, and I have so much to say on when we're looking at what causes conflict. We've taken some, and this morning we're going to take some, which means this thing is not going to end today, because there are so much to say. This morning I want to see what I can do to look at how money creates problem in marriage. Then I will look at communication. Then I look at resolution of conflicts. I'm going to omit other things that create conflicts, which I had given you some of them. Last week I just listed them out last week for you to take note. I remember talking to you on finance, sex, communication, in-laws, child upbringing, spirituality, infidelity, house chores, job and business, food, temperament, cultural background, and telephone. How these things create conflicts, create challenges. And we established last week that because of our differences and the way we understand things, the way we read meanings, the way we interpret words. That's why when the choir was singing this morning, I just said, Lord, help me. Because if there is anything so difficult to deal with in conflicts, in misunderstanding, is what somebody said. It can linger for years. If a beautiful glass cup that was raining in 2000 was broken in 2000. This is 2025. 25 years later, that cup is no longer relevant. I hope you know. It's no longer raining. So it's not going, it is, the remembering of that cup is inconsequential in the presence of present designs. But words spoken in 2000 can still resonate in 2025. That's why I say, I won't harm you with my words. I won't harm you with my words. So this morning, let me go straight and look at the issue of money. Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12. I'm going to look at money. Money matters. How it affects our relationship, and possibly how we can navigate through it by wisdom. For wisdom is a defense, and money is also what? A defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. Money is a defense, wisdom is a defense. But wisdom is superior to money. For wisdom gives life to those who have it. Money doesn't give life. Money is a defense. In other words, every marriage where there is money, there is likelihood there is a defense. And this is a social and economic defense. Money does not defend spirituality, but wisdom. When wisdom is applied in spiritual matter, there is safety. But it is possible to have money and lack wisdom. Wisdom in managing the money. Look at what Timothy said in Timothy 6:10. Timothy 6:10. Timothy 6:10. Please walk with me, those in the 1 Timothy 6:10, yes. For the love of money is what? Come on, is what? The root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many what? Sorrows. Can you give me an NIV? For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Some people eager for money have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many what? Graves. Proverbs chapter 24 verse 3. Proverbs chapter 24 verse 3. Through wisdom, a marriage is built through wisdom. And by understanding this good understanding, the home is established. Through wisdom. Through wisdom. Wisdom, a house is built. And by understanding, it is established. Then verse 4. And by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious and pleasant riches. Through wisdom, the architect designed the house. By understanding, the engineer builds the house. But by knowledge, the owner of the house know which one is master's bedroom Which one is the children's bedroom? Which one is the kitchen? Where is the dining? Then he now know how to fill every chamber with what is needed. And these three things are necessary in marriage: wisdom, understanding, and what? Knowledge. That's why Peter was writing. He said, husband, live with your wife according to what? Knowledge. Am I communicating this morning? So I need your response. So looking at finances, let me say this: no lasting romance without finance. There is no lasting romance. And that is the reason why I said to you last week, do not be carried away if you approach a sister who is doing well as a young brother, and you are not doing too well, and the lady look at you and say, it doesn't matter. I love you the way you are. Don't be deceived. I love you the way you are does not mean I will continue to love you this way if you don't change. Hello? I love you the way you are. I know now you cannot afford my shoe, you cannot afford my hair, but I love you. I love you the way you are now. But I have hope you will change you. So if you go with that, I love you the way you are, and you don't improve, that love will not sustain the marriage. Somebody say, I hear. It will not sustain the marriage. And the brother say, it doesn't matter. I just love you the way you are. I love you the way you are means that we can get married now. But as time goes on, try to change. This one you are dressing like Wolare. You need to change. But for now, I can accommodate you. Money is a defense, and lack of it in marriage has multiple effects. And plenty of it in marriage has its own multiple effects. Lack of money in marriage can kill romance and sexual life. Is it not when you have eaten that you talk about sex? I don't like the way you are looking at me this morning. So you better look at me very well. Money and its management in any marriage has serious impact if not properly handled. It will lead to, please take note, lack of money and plenty of money. If this is not properly handled in a marriage, it will lead to insecurity. It will lead to nagging and quarreling. It will lead to absence of necessities of life. It will lead to hiding and keeping secrets because the thing is not there. Or it is there, it's too much. Malnutrition of family members will take place if there is no enough money. There will be not a balanced diet. When children drink Lipton without milk, you are giving them poison. Or you give them a cup of Lipton, you just drop 2 drops of milk to change the color. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Then you share 2 slices of bread. Slices of bread for 4 children. They finish eating and they are crying. So if neighbors fry pan just make sure the children just move towards that corner. You can't tell them not to eat from neighbor. Are you here this morning? No, you can't. They will eat. It doesn't matter the thing you say to them. Don't take anything from any stranger. They will eat from stranger, even eat from witches. It will lead to lack of quality education for your children when there is no money. You can send them to anywhere. He says school na school. School no be school. There are schools and there are schools. You find out certain sicknesses may kill the children or kill members of the family because there is no enough money for treatment. Look at the situation in our country now. Many people are dying daily because they cannot afford to buy medication. Medicine is so expensive. That's why you just trust God for divine health. Trust God for divine health. Thank Him. When it is time to worship Him, please worship Him. Worship Him with everything within you. When there is no enough money, the Bible says it makes a husband an infidel because he cannot provide for his household. 1 Timothy 5 verse 8. A lot of conflicts, misunderstanding in many marriages. Many of them as a result of either lack of money or plenty of money and mismanagement of money. A lot of people have died prematurely because of what we're discussing this morning. Some have developed high blood pressure because of issue of money. Some enter into a level of depression because there is no enough money to handle the family. Especially when you were given a counsel you didn't want to hear. At the time you were pumping children out of you. You just, every month, every year you deliver. The other year you deliver. And in 8 years marriage, you have 7 children. What you have done is that you have created problems that you will need to carry. Are you here? Are you aware that a lot of people get married, young people get married, and they have no plans? They just pregnant their wives. And from that first pregnancy, the first baby comes. Before the first baby is 1 year, another one has come. You know what you are doing? You are creating problems. Before you know it, the third one has arrived. And the fourth one become twins. You don't blame God. You need to plan your home. By wisdom, a house is built. When this occurs, and your income cannot, and your wife cannot leave these small children and begin to run around, then problem has started. When there is not enough money in a marriage, it could lead to conflict if there is no proper understanding. Please take note. Number 2, when it is enough but managed by one of the partners and the other partner is not enjoying it, there will be problem. When one of the partner has plenty and uses it to intimidate the other partner, what will happen? Conflict. Conflict. You know your partner doesn't have really serious income, and you have, and you refuse to maintain your partner. Before you know it, that thing you call love will just die natural death. You kill it. When madam wants every latest fashion because there is money, wants jewelries, want long hair, bold, is it bold, you know the name. You know that is the heart of every woman. Yes. And there is no restraint on what you can buy, on what you can get. And maybe it's your husband that is bringing in the money, but all you are doing is just to acquire things relevant and things not relevant. Friend, before long, there will be a conflict. There will be misunderstanding. You know, plenty of money creates independence and can equally lead to no submission or love. Plenty of money may bring in all kinds of relatives. All kinds of what? Relatives. Friends who are only interested in what they stand to gain. As such, become rumor carriers because of plenty of money. Auntie Jane's wife, children, they are coming on holiday. Brother John's they are coming. And they just feel everywhere. And you have all kinds of friends and they are just flocking around you because of what they can get, because the money is there. You're spending on them and they are enjoying their lives, and carry rumors that when you hear some things they will say about you, you wonder if these people ate from your pot. When that occurs, it will create misunderstanding. When people not relevant to the vision of the house are brought into the house, they will come in with their own vision. Then there will be division in the house because of plenty of money. Are you aware that more money, more investment, more friends, more effort to remain relevant, and less time for the home and each other? That's the problem of wealth. When the wealth begins to come, you will want to maintain the wealth. And there will be different demand on you so that you will maintain the level. And what happens? It kills fellowship in the home. It kills love, romance, relationship, and oftentimes it destroys communication. Because there is so demand on the man that is bringing the money. And you will be saying, and the only demand is, well, it's because of the family I'm doing all this. Note it, that men are naturally created as hunters. They look for relevance in the society. As much as what is bringing in is taking care of the home, is looking for relevance in the society. And if he doesn't take care, the people that is going out to get the money for, he will lose contact with them. The home will die. Then he will be alone. And money will not serve him. Is anybody listening to me this morning? Not enough money, but too much expenditure. Hence, more jobs, more contracts, more business to meet the rising needs. And there is no time for family, fellowship, and togetherness. Because there is not enough money. There are too much mouth after the little one that is coming in. So you need to go for another kind of business. You put your hand there, then you put your hand there, then you put your hand there. Different streams of income. And these streams of income make so much demand on you that even your spiritual life will be dying and your family life will be dying. You won't have time for fellowship. Morning devotion will die because before 6 you are out already. So that you will finish what you are doing to connect the other one that you want to do by 2 o'clock. There's a meeting by 2 o'clock and you have another meeting by 5 o'clock. You wouldn't even come for evening fellowship. Why? You're trying to make ends meet. The things I'm saying, are they making sense at all? Another thing that could bring problem in the home through money is lack of budgeting. Lack of budgeting will breed serious conflict. Because many people who get married and those who are already married, they have no budget. They don't have. When you live a life where your wife comes in the morning and says, soup has finished. You said, okay, bring my purse. Then you count something and give to her. There's no budget. And 3 days later, he said there is no stew, there is no rice, there is no beans. You say, okay, when I return from work. So you return from work, then you brought some beans, brought some miserable meat. Before you know it, it is finished. Because if there is no budget of what the house spent in a month, and you are bringing out money like that, your wife believes that there is money somewhere. Wife, is that correct? No, not talk. Is that correct? Because you don't know what is coming in. So you didn't sit down. It is proper for every family to sit down and say, this is what comes into this house. How do we spend it? That is what budget. Budget enables you to control what comes in and how it goes out, so that there wouldn't be unnecessary expenditure or spending money on what that is not needed. That's what budget does for you. If I give Mama the budget for the month, she will not come one day and said, it has finished. No, we agreed. So if she likes, she squander it. If she likes, she maintain it. That is what the budget does. But where there is no budget in a home, problem will always arise. How much did you give me last week? Is it not just 10,000? 10,000 for 5 people. What will it do? Of course. And you are seeing the 10,000 so big. And she is looking at 10,000. What can 10,000 buy in the market now? But if there is a budget, if both of you agreed that this house, what will we eat in this house in a month is 20,000. My wife, take it. The woman has that sense how to manage the 20,000 until the month is over. The woman is an economist by nature. And also, she can be extravagant by nature. It's just in her. When the thing is entrusted into her hand, she will manage it. But when you leave it open, she will help you to eat it. That is her nature. Women, I hope I'm not going overboard. All right. Another thing that can cause problem is joint account or separate account. It can create serious conflict, especially if it is joint account and it's not managed. You know, it bothers me when a man will come to my table and said, I don't know how much my wife is earning. I just can't understand it. 2 of you are working. This one is working in a company. This one is working in somewhere, and both of you earn salary. If both of you do not know what each person earn, how do you budget? If you're a business person, it's a different thing, because money can come in diverse ways, and you can equally invest money in diverse ways and waiting for the dividend and waiting for the profit to come. But if it is salary earning, then if you are now putting the money in a particular purse and say, okay, this is the bank account where all of us earn, and you bring XYZ and I bring XYZ, and this money is meant for the family. In other words, no singular partner should go and spend that money without the other one's consent. Is that correct? That is what joint account is. Therefore, when one partner spends that money without the other one's consent, what will happen? Tell me, what will happen? There will be serious conflict, there will be serious quarrel, and that may be the end of the account. And the other one will say, bring whatever is remaining, let us share it. Out of the 2 million, you contributed 700. My own is 1,000, or 1.3 million. I need my 1.3 million. I know do again. Before you know it, she's very stubborn. She's not submissive. No, you are the cause. Am I helping somebody this morning? When the burden of one partner's family takes a toll on the finances of the couple and creates hardship, the other partner will feel cheated, especially if he or she is the breadwinner. When the one that is bringing enough money is paying the rent, is paying the hospital bills, is fueling the car, is the one repairing the car, is the one paying the electricity bill, and you are not doing enough. If she tells you or he tells you, don't worry, and you are not trying to do anything to get, especially if this is coming from your wife, friend, in due course, you will suffer. If you don't do anything to improve, if you don't do anything to generate fund, you don't do anything to improve your finances, there's a level she will carry the load, and the load will be too much on her. She's the one paying the school fees. Yet she's the one to cook for you and the one to serve you. The car you are driving, she's the one. When the time to renew the license comes, she will be the one. Even your own driving license, she will be the one to renew it for you. Abba. A day will come, she will revolt if you don't do anything to improve yourself. Another thing that will cause conflict through money, when your spouse is more interested and spends money on his own people or her own people, and do not give any attention to the burden that is coming from your own family, it is going to create problem for you. These two families have come together and they will remain together. Therefore, there must be a way to agree to make sure we sort out our family members, that the thing is not lopsided. 3 of your siblings, you are training them in the university, and one of your wife's sibling, just one, and you say it doesn't concern you. You know what to do about it. I didn't marry you, I married your sister. Oh, really? I hope trouble, trouble will start. Yeah, trouble will start. If you are not careful, your brothers who are in the house will eat or tap your one day. Yes. So when you allow things to happen like this, it creates problem. And what is creating the problem? Money. Why is it creating problem? It's not properly managed, not evenly distributed. And you know her income. She may not be able to handle her sister's school fees. And you don't want to pay attention. But you are interested in training your siblings. You know, I'm the senior. And what is she? So when these problems start like this, you bind the devil, cast me out. Devil say, no, me start this thing. This one you are binding me and casting me out. I didn't do anything. Somebody say, I hear. Please hear me this morning. No matter how much a woman earns, she wants her husband's money. Therefore, it is the responsibility of the husband. That's why you call a husband. It is the responsibility of the husband to take care of the wife. It doesn't matter how much, even if your wife earns more than you, create time. She wants your money. And one thing I know about women, even if you give her that money is going to be spent back into the house. That's the nature of a woman. She's a home builder. She is a home builder. Although some women have a different character. Some women are hoarders. And those are the women who buy land without their husband consent. And buy land and build a house without their husband knowing. They are destroyers. They are knives. They are not wives. Take care of your wife. Take care of her important clothing. Give your wife either monthly allowance or periodical allowance. Give your wife. Let me tell you the truth. If we ask all wives to stand up right now, and they stand up and ask the wives, how many of you receives monthly allowances or periodical allowances? You will find out that we won't have up to 10%. We will have up to 10% of the women who are married, especially if they are working. And their husband wants them to take care of themselves. They buy the clothes. Sometimes in the counseling, somebody said, I have married for 20 years. Ask my husband if he has bought me one undie. I feel like giving the man a bishopric slap. Then his eyes will make wine. Then fire will come out of fire. That is irresponsibility. That you married and your wife cannot say, this is what you bought for me. A whole year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. She will look around. Everything she wears, she struggled to buy. Somebody say error. It doesn't matter how small the allowance is, she will appreciate it. She will. Housekeep is not allowance. Housekeep is housekeep. I'm talking about the money she will spend without giving account. Whatever she loves to do with it, she do with it. It doesn't need you. If she decides to use it to cook for you, then you eat it. That's why it is an error. It is error means arrow. It is an arrow for you to come to church and your wife comes to take offering from you. It is an arrow. Because if she has an allowance, she'll be able to take care of her. Some women, when there is some time to, maybe there is a move of God and they need to sow seed, they need to give something, they can't stand, they can't give. Because they don't have. When they see other wives going out, they wish it is a different thing. Then the husband will stand. The man will stand. He said, I'm standing on behalf of the family. The woman has a mind of her own as well. Think about it. Ladies and gentlemen, women want some level of financial freedom. Can I hear somebody say amen? They want some level of financial freedom. What I have observed over the years is that financial freedom, it is also for the house. There are some things that you don't know. Your children are wearing and running around. You didn't buy them. Sometimes you wonder, how was it bought? The woman knows how to save. The woman knows how to hoard. The woman knows how to keep some things aside. And that little allowance you give to her, she will go to the market. She will buy one slippers for Junior and buy one eyeglass for little angel. You didn't buy it. Your own is you buy clothes for the children during Christmas. But from January to December, what do they wear? There are many husbands here who are very guilty. Guilty. They only buy clothes during Christmas. So would they be naked? Instead they will manage whatever they have till next Christmas. So when those children need undies, they meet their mother. My undie has torn. It's their mother that will scratch to go and buy. That's the more reason why you should give the woman allowance. If you don't want conflict with finance in your home, don't demand detailed account if you want peace. Did anybody hear what I said? Don't demand what? Detailed account. Honestly speaking, I can't reason it out that you gave your wife the allowance. All of you agree in the house for the month is 100,000. You gave her 100,000, and at the end of the month you asked her to bring the record. How did you spend it? You know what you're looking for? How to go to prison. And you will go. You know the prison you will go? It's not Oko. The prison is in your house. You will enter that prison. When you enter into prison, you will do like this. Why will you demand detailed account? You have given her is the money for the house. The only way you will scream and is the month has not finished and she's asking you for more. Meanwhile, both of you have agreed. And I tell you, no woman will do that. Except you use the money for something else. Because if she knew that this is what is going to carry the family throughout in the month, she will not go and buy a basket of tomatoes. She will buy what is needed. Am I communicating? I remember a couple that got married. That was what created the problem. The man gathered the money and gave to her and said, go to the market. And what the man didn't tell her is that this is what we eat in the month. So she went to the market, bought a big basket of tomatoes. She bought tin tomatoes. The money finished. Are you going to eat tomatoes? She came back. A week later, I said, we don't have meat. The husband said, but I gave you money last week. He said, yes, now. I bought a basket of tomatoes and I grounded it and I boiled it and I packaged them in the freezer. She has a good idea here. Package them in the freezer. In other words, they're not going to buy tomatoes next month. But you have used this month's money. Are you, next month, you know whether you will get to next month? You know whether another money will come next month. Whatever is meant for the month is meant for the month. Somebody say, I hear. So if you do not plan well, money will create problem. What is the solution to financial crisis in a home? Proper planning. Somebody say it. Proper planning, proper budgeting. Proper budgeting. There is a way you will budget, even when your husband is earning less than you or your wife is earning less than you. You augment one another, and there will be a balance. Oftentimes, there is not going to be equal earning. Someone will earn more. Somebody say, I hear. Proper planning is the solution. Proper budgeting is the solution. Managing the fund well is the solution. Knowing fully well, nothing lasts forever. There is no permanent situation, no permanent state as far as income is concerned. One of the things I observed that creates more problem when it has to do with finances is when a man gather money and open a shop for the wife. If you know the problem this has created in many homes, you will borrow leg and run. Me, I have an answer. If you open a shop for your wife, let her run it. Take off your eyes from the shop. That is the truth. Except the shop, both of you contributed and both of you agree. You must agree what will be coming out of the shop every month. And both of you will agree that at the end of every month, we will take stock and we will give account. You will run the shop, but you will give account. The only thing I have discovered is that that shop will not last long. One day she will just tell you, say, come and carry your shop. You know why? Women are not good at giving detailed account. That is the truth. Women, am I speaking? They are not good at giving detailed account. So to save yourself of this pain, trust God, open the shop for her, let her run it. Whatever comes out of it is her own. Then look for something to do. You will save yourself of too many troubles. You will save yourself of too many. Because in their DNA, they are not too good at giving detailed account. In the DNA of a man, man demands detailed account. So if you buy sweet, you will write it. It won't work. So don't kill yourself. It won't work. Let her run the business. If she needs professional counsel, give her professional counsel so that the business will bust. Let her run it. Give her every assistance. Give her every encouragement. Let the business run and let the ministry continue. Then you will have peace. But when you go into every month account, one day she will just tell you, you know what? Because when you do the account, you will run into some shortage. Because when Junior was coming from school, she gave Junior 500 naira. She doesn't think about it. She thinks it's a part of the profit. And Comfort came from school. She gave Comfort 1,000. And a cousin came to greet her. She bought mineral. Another friend came. They bought malt. And she too bought meat pie to eat. All these, at the end of the month, the money In fact, the capital is decreased. Every husband who is here, who has opened a shop, will agree with me that after opening the shop, the next year you will also pay rent for her if you want peace. Otherwise, she will tell you, I'm packing out. They said, because they have been demanding the rent. Then the question the man will ask, the ones you have been selling, what did you didn't sell for rent? Except you guide her. She's a help meant for you. She is to assist you to survive. By the time you look at her and said, all you know here is to destroy what I'm doing, then the problem has started. She will tell you, listen, come and take care of your business. I'm tired. Meanwhile, the business, you've not gotten 1 naira from it. Somebody say, I hear. Please begin to write your questions. I want to go to the next one. I want to go quickly. Communication. Communication. Give me James chapter 3 verse 2. James chapter 3 verse 2. James chapter 3 verse 2. For in many things we offend all. If any man offend not in word, the same is a perfect man, and able also to bridle the whole body. Proverbs chapter 15 verse 1. Proverbs 15 verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up what? Anger. Marriage is a school where we learn how to communicate. If there is any key factor that kills marriage easy, it is this issue of communication. Oftentimes what creates conflict may not be what was said, but how it was said. Our responses to what was said is based on our understanding, on how we understood what was said, and how we interpret what was said. So we respond based on our interpretation. We respond based on our understanding. The meaning of what is said is in the heart of the hearer. You may mean a different thing, but the hearer understood a different thing. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, the body language and the intonation are different from the content of what was said. When the body language and intonation disagrees with the meaning of what was said, conflict will definitely arise. Just look at it here. You married this girl that is, was exposed early in life to life and probably was brought up abroad, and finally you marry you from local village like Ahabubuela, where I come from, and you are just talking and laughing. He said, honey, don't be silly. Me? To you, to the man is an abuse. To her it's not abuse. Just telling you not to be silly. He said, my wife told me not to be silly. Can you imagine that? Friend, she did not abuse you. But in the context where we are brought up, is an abuse. Your wife look at you and say, honey, don't be stupid. that I'm stupid. His understanding is that you say that he's stupid. But ladies and gentlemen, don't be stupid. Does it mean that you are stupid? No. He's just telling you don't be stupid. I mean, don't be ridiculous. You say, hey, I'm ridiculous. Do you know this can generate a lot? So what was said and the understanding in the heart of the hearer creates problem. So that is why communication in marriage is so critical. That we learn how to communicate. It's a school. We keep on learning. You learn while you are young. You learn when you get to middle age. You learn how to communicate when you are old. So you don't graduate from the school. Somebody say, I hear. In every conflict or misunderstanding, words are spoken. And the hardest to deal with during resolution are spoken words. Actions may be forgotten, but bitter, derogating words may linger for a long time. And they always resurface when another conflict arises. Wrong words, abusive words, the words that put your partner down. The resolution of the conflict may take place, but those spoken words are not forgotten. And that is what people carry along. And anytime another issue comes up, what was said will resurface. Therefore, my counsel will be, avoid saying things that you will regret at the end of the misunderstanding. Many of us are hurting because of what was said 5 years ago. And it so injured you because you have not learned how to forgive and have not learned in this school of communication. I'm going to say something very, very critical and serious. Every married person here who has ever quarreled and had serious argument and misunderstanding with your partner, you will know that the quarrel gets to a point you two want to score some points. Is that correct? Yes. You also want to get back to her. And you also want to get back to him. And oftentimes, the things we say, we don't mean it. This sounds ridiculous, but that is the truth. The things we say in anger, the things we say when we are offended, the things we say just to score our own point, we don't really mean it. In that heat, in the heat of this quarrel, you utter some things only for you to. When you look at your wife and say she's a witch, the question is this: is she really a witch? No, I ask you. Is she really a witch? Is your husband a witch indeed? A wizard? No. But that is the only thing you know you can say that will pain him. Oh, nobody is agreeing with me here. But we're behaving like innocent, but we are not. Therefore, do not take to heart everything said during a time of conflict and misunderstanding. Do not. For you to be on a safer side, please avoid saying things that you will regret. Don't say what will be used against you when the time comes. Weigh your words. You know, women have very, very big memory to recollect and remember things that happened many years back. Men don't have. That's why sometimes your wife said, I told you. You say, when did you tell me? The moment you ask that question, she will now remind you that it was 11 minutes past 12 on the 24th of January 2001. That's when you told me, say, and you want me to remember what happened in 2001 in 2025. Men don't have that memory. Do you know that there are some things you tell your husband the last 2 weeks? This week you say you didn't tell her. Didn't tell him. He can't remember. And you won't kill him because he didn't remember. It's just that is how he is created. But the woman will remember. So don't say things that will be used against you when the time comes. Oftentimes the things we say it to defend ourselves. They are product of anger. When the anger is gone, we regret all we said about the same person we love so much. Then we apologize. And my understanding in the realm of the spirit and understanding of spiritual world is that no idle word, whether you mean it or you don't mean it, it has come out of your mouth. And oftentimes, what brings those words are accumulated things that you do not allow to go. Accumulated griefs. Accumulated. So when they want to burst, they burst like a bottle of Coca-Cola that was shaken. And you open it. The Coca-Cola will empty half and burst to the ground. You don't have restraint. But spiritual discipline teaches us to restrain. He said, be swift to hear and slow to do what? To speak. Swift to hear. Many of us are sitting down so quiet this morning. And one of the things troubling you are some things that were said 5 years ago. But look at it this way. It was said 5 years ago. At the time it was said, apologies were made. And you forgive each other. Why are you carrying the past into the present? Who is suffering? You. Many women go into depression because of this. Because the things that were said in time of conflict. Let me give you a few things that you shouldn't say. If you have written a question, please hand it over to those in charge. Stop saying the following words. I will slap you. If you keep on saying it, one day you will do it. I will give you a back slap now. One day, you will do back and then you will do front. Stop saying it. Stop saying to your partner, I hate you. Stop threatening your partner with divorce. I will divorce you. I will divorce you. One day you will do it. Because you are releasing words into the realm of the spirit, and the spirits are taking note of what you are saying. And they're going to take those words and enter into the dark room and develop the negative into a picture that will come to pass in distant or near future. Somebody say, I hear. Don't call your partner a swine. Don't say to your partner you are useless. And call your partner prostitute. You are a bitch. I don't love you anymore. Really. I don't love you anymore. Deep down in your heart, do you really mean it? You look at yourself and say, I blame myself for marrying you. It was Bishop Chigbundu that even cancelled me. I just blame myself. I think it's time to leave this church. I put gun for your head to marry her or to marry him. I didn't put gun. I only made a suggestion. Are you going to kill me for my suggestion? Don't you have a choice to make? Wouldn't you have said no? Don't call your partner a fool. Don't look at your partner. There is one thing men hate, is confrontational. Don't look at your husband and hold him and say, if you're a man, beat me. He will beat you. Because he's a man. The only way he will not beat you is when he's a woman. Don't. If what is playing the drum for you begin to play the drum for you, don't confront your head. In the midst of quarrel, still remember you are his wife. And remember, is your husband. Remember also is your wife. If you call her idiot, she will be very, very idiotic in her behavior. If you call her a fool, you will call her a fool to a point, she will become foolish. You say she's ugly, then she will be ugly. You will never see any beauty in her anymore. Because whatever Adam calls them, that's what they are. Whatever you call her, that's what she will become. If you call your husband an ugly man, he will become more ugly. Stop saying this marriage is over. I'm just here for my children. You have spoken to the realm of the spirit. In due course, they will bring an end to the marriage. Or you look at your partner and say, don't worry, one day you will just return and discover I have disappeared. And it will happen. Or you look at her and say, I don't think we are meant for each other. It was a wrong choice I made. I made the greatest mistake of my life. When you keep on saying this, that is how it's going to be. You look at your husband, you call her ye man. And you look at your wife, you say it's a ye woman. She will be so ye and become ye-ism. Is anybody listening to me? Am I communicating this morning? Let me run very quickly. Effects of unresolved conflicts. What happens when conflicts are not resolved? What happens when the problems are not resolved and you sweep them under carpet? Unresolved conflict is the foundation on which unforgiveness, bitterness, worry, mistrust, and anxiety are built. What dies very fast and very quick when misunderstandings and conflicts are not resolved? The first thing that dies is communication. Because when you try to resolve the issue, the old things resurface and you can't continue. You try to resolve the issue, it ends in quarrel. You try to resolve the issue, it ends in quarrel. And then you now dissolve and say, you know what? The best thing to do is not to talk. So the first thing the devil attacks is attacking communication. And hear me well. The moment communication dies, the marriage is heading to catastrophe. Friendship goes. So, death of communication. Number 2, death of companionship. When you cannot communicate, how can you relate? Number 3, death of affection. Number 4, death of your sexual life. When you don't talk, you don't fellowship, how do you have sex? Number 5, death of peace and joy in your home. Finally, death of love. When these occur, then there will be death of family progress, the death of spiritual life in the family, death of motivation, death of romantic life, death of family harmony, death of friendship, death of marriage fulfillment, death of emotional feeling. Eventually, what will die? Marriage. Marriage will die. It will begin with communication. Whatever happens, try to talk. If you talk and tension rises, calm down. Start when tension goes down. Make sure you talk. The moment communication dies, the next thing that happens is that separation begins to build up. Then you begin to see bitterness. Real liquid bitterness. Tangible, touchable bitterness. And any little thing, there will be a spark. The way you are quiet this morning is making me uncomfortable. Are you sure I'm communicating? Now let's look at how to resolve issues very quickly. Resolving matters. Job chapter 32, 18 to 20. Job chapter 32. Please write your questions. Lift it up. Somebody will take it. Job chapter 32, 18. For I am full of matter. The spirit within me constrained me. Behold, my belly is as wine which had no vent. It is ready to burst like new bottles. I will speak that I may be refreshed. I will open my lips and answer. Give it to me in King James, in Living Bible, from 18. Living Bible. For I am full of pent up words, and the spirit within me urges me on. I'm like a cask of wine without a vent, like a new wineskin ready to burst. I must speak to find relief. So let me give my answers. Mark chapter 11, 25 and 26. Mark chapter 11, 25 and 26. But when you are praying, first forgive anyone you are holding a grudge against, so that your Father in heaven will forgive you your sins too. 26. But if you do not forgive, neither will your Father which is in heaven forgive your trespasses. As married people, we have serious problem. And this serious problem is unforgiveness. And what it does for us, it hinders prayers from being answered. And that's why when issues are not resolved, then there will be death of family progress. Because no communication, no fellowship, no relationship, no praying together. Why? You can't communicate. So how do we resolve? We resolve by holding the scriptures. If I fail to forgive, God will not forgive me. If I fail to forgive my partner, God will not forgive me. Let's look at the steps to take to resolve issues. Pray and ask God for wisdom on how and time to approach the issue on ground. There is an issue that has caused the problem. Understand that the problem that came because both of you are different from each other. Anytime there is a conflict, anytime there is a misunderstanding in a marriage, it is an indication that you are different. You think differently, you reason differently, you interpret differently, you read differently. Meaning to words. God didn't bring two people who are the same together. when you appreciate this, that your partner is unique and you are unique, then you will seek for peace, knowing that in this school, everybody is a student. Everybody is a learner. There is no professor in the school of marriage. Be positive that there will be a solution when you want to resolve it. Number 3, be ready to listen to your partner without thinking on how to defend yourself. This is what happened to us. Your partner is talking. You are thinking on how to defend yourself. As long as you're thinking on how to defend yourself, you will not listen to what she's saying, or you will not understand what he is saying. Oftentimes we build defense mechanism that hinder us from listening to our partner. James chapter 1 verse 19. James chapter 1 verse 19. Please look at it. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. Slow to speak. Don't be in a hurry to reply. Listen. If at the end of the listening and you don't see any need to reply, apologize. That ends the matter. I'm very sorry. I didn't know you will take it that way. I didn't know that that is how you understand it. All the same, I am very, very sorry. Do you know that this matter that probably would have lasted for hours will just end in minutes? Somebody say, I hear. Wisdom is profitable. Every conflict is pointing to you the fact that both of you are different. It will take compromise. Can I hear the church say compromise, diplomacy, and sacrifice for two different individuals? Come on, say after me. For two different individuals to live together. If you're not ready to sacrifice, don't get married. If you are not ready to compromise, you don't have to hold one thing and hold it rigidly. He said love does not hold on its own and say, I can't change. I have been like this all my life. You can't change me now. Friend, if you know you are going to remain like that, don't get married. Because nobody will marry you. Because one thing marriage aimed at is to change you. To make you know that you are not perfect. You have some defects. That your theory is not universal. Your understanding is not universal. What you think you know, someone else knows better than you. So pipe low. Somebody say, I hear. That's what marriage teaches us. Teaches you how to forgive. I told you on Tuesday, I said, marriage is accepting to live with an imperfect person all the days of your life. You are not perfect, so she's not perfect, he's not perfect, but you are going to live with him or live with her all the days of your life. So, apply diplomacy in handling some things. It's not everything you stretch. It's not everything you need explanation. It's not everything. Overlook some things and life continue to go on. How many days and years do you have on earth? Stop holding on one word. Stop holding on some actions. There are some things that will not change in your partner. Till death do both of you part. So why will you die because of it? Ask for wisdom to live with it. Ask for what? Wisdom to live with that which has refused to change. You quarrel, it didn't change. You fight, it didn't change. You complain, it didn't change. You reported to higher authority, it didn't change. Hey, you change. As it didn't change, you change now. Change so you can cope with it. What it requires is for you to change. If your partner is the one that gets up in the morning and she will not make bed, as the bed was in the morning, you will play jungle over there, the thing scattered. When you return from work, it's like that. Then you learn how to make bed. Making a bed does not make that you are lower. Making a bed is to make sure you are happy with your life. That's how you want it to be. Hello? As she refused to learn, why not you change? Or you accept, let the bed be like that, you will be lying down like that on it. If after lying for 3 days, the bedsheet has squeezed and formed a line, leave it like that. We'll be lying down on it until both of us decide on what to do. It doesn't call for quarrel. Am I communicating here? Number 3, remember how much you loved your partner, hence you opted to marry him or her. Remember one good word. That is how the things that will come into your mind when you are trying to resolve issue. Remember one good word, one good act. One good act of encouragement. One superlative sexual activity. One superlative lovemaking you had. Remember the moments of joy and rejoicing. Let those experiences guide you in this trying moment. Remember that this was not how you started the marriage. This is not how you started the journey. Remember, this is just a passing phase of your married life. It's not going to last forever, except you want it to last forever. Be prepared to discuss frankly the issue on hand without provoking or provocative and insulting words. One of the things that create problem when we want to resolve issues are the things that we say. We want to resolve issue. We are saying wrong things again to complicate the issue, and we provoke the other person. The issue will not be resolved. Be ready to forgive. Be ready to accept your own fault and apologize. Consider the following when you want to resolve. Number 1, what led to the conflict? It didn't just start. Something was responsible. Now look at what was responsible. Does it really worth it? Does what causing this problem worth it? If it's an external body that is creating the problem, do we kill ourselves because of somebody external? Sometimes what creates the problem is so significant, but the problem that finally emanates out of the insignificant problem becomes so big that everybody needs to hear. What is it that created the problem? If you don't identify, you cannot confront. In this problem you want to dissolve or you want to solve, how did you contribute to the conflict? Ask yourself the question. How did you contribute to the conflict? Or are you saying only your partner created a problem, contributed 100%? No, it can never be. Only a madman quarreled by himself. You contributed. Your percentage may be small, but you contributed. So ask yourself, how did I contribute to this conflict? What is the percentage of my offense? And what steps will I take to heal the wound I have created and restore fellowship? What step will I take now to heal the wounds I have created and restore fellowship. Number 5, do I need a third party to assist me? Before you look for a third party to assist you in your marital issue, please make sure you exhaust every avenue possible for two of you to iron it out. Oftentimes, third parties create more problems because they don't know the real detail. Some of the things we tell them are just the one that suits us, not the other person. Hello? You know what happens in marriage counseling? That's why when I'm doing a marriage counseling, I give myself a minimum of 4 hours. I give 1 hour for them to quarrel so that they can empty their heart, abuse themselves, say all manner of things. When they have nothing to say again, then I can come in. Don't bring somebody who is having his own problem greater than you to help you to solve your problem. Sometimes the people you carry your trouble to, they have more problem than you. Yours is just little thing. If your own is what they are having, they don't have a problem. Don't take your marital problem to people who have no solution for it. That is foolishness of highest order. To take a burden to somebody who doesn't know what to say, and who will only say, if this is my husband, I will teach him a lesson. When a woman says he's going to teach the husband a lesson, that is an indication that that person has no solution for you. Am I communicating? Please, in every conflict, there is a lesson to learn. Learn the positive lessons so that that thing will not repeat itself again. It will not occur again in future. Learn the positive lesson. I'm rounding up. Then I'll answer some questions. Avoid the following when resolving conflicts. 1, do not blame anybody for the challenge you are facing in your marriage. Don't blame anybody. Don't blame your partner. Don't blame yourself. It is a part of life. I told you that conflict is like rain, sun, and the wind to a tender plant. Without the rain, without the sun and the wind, the tender plant will not grow. So when the wind blows sometimes, the tender plant will fall. And the rain falls, the tender plant will stand. Just like that, before the tender plant will become a tree. So conflict is not there to destroy the marriage. It is the ingredients that strengthens our relationship, our fellowship, and teach us the things that we do not know how and where to learn it from, only in the school and the university of marriage. So don't blame anybody. Why? You are going through what you are going through because you chose to marry your partner. Nobody forced you. So relax. Chill. Take a chill pill. Because you chose to marry her. They didn't force you. When she spoke to you, you said yes. That is what you have chosen. This quarrel now, this misunderstanding, this outburst is a part of the choice you made. Swallow it. Number 2, you can choose to be offended because you can equally choose not to be offended. You can choose otherwise. To be offended and quarrel is a choice. Do you agree with me? Come on, do you agree with me? You can choose to be offended and not to quarrel. What did the Bible say? It says, be angry and sin not. Where the sin comes in is when you begin to talk. So, you can choose to be offended and choose not to talk. It is always in your power to choose your words and your action. Another thing you shouldn't do not shout or talk in anger when trying to resolve an issue. Proverbs 15:1 says, a soft answer turneth away wrath. Do not use tears to intimidate and blackmail your partner into apologizing for what he or she did not do. Hold your tears and trust the issue. Hold your tears and trash the issue. Do not refer to old issues of the past. It will prolong the process. Do not refer to the old issues of the past. I know somebody say, but if the old issue is reoccurring, deal with the present. The old one was resolved. Leave it in the past. The old one was what? Resolved. It occurred August 25th last year. So why are you bringing it in April? It was resolved. We apologize to each other and we say, I forgive you. I forgive you. Now a similar thing seemed to have occurred. Face the present one. Leave that one. Leave it in the past. Leave the past to belong to the past. Number 4, under no circumstance, wife, husband, don't pack out of your matrimonial bed to a guest room. Don't make yourself a guest in your house. Why? It will prolong the issue. In case you moved out to the guest room in the heat of the argument, please move back to your matrimonial bedroom as soon as the issue is resolved. The reason is this: if you remain in the guest room, you are widening the gap that may be difficult to cover in the years to come. Do not make this mistake. It kills communication and destroys relationship you have built over the years. I beg of you, it is not a palatable thing that you would want to experience. It destroys marriage, destroys fellowship, kills communication, creates a life of loneliness. 5, do not starve your wife of housekeeping allowance during the time of conflict. Please make sure you maintain and give your wife the house allowance to maintain the house. Do not take the key of the car you bought for her. You bought it for her. May I say this? If you buy a car for your wife, use her name to buy the car. Otherwise, she will tell you bought car for me. How? The car that carries your name? I beg. That's what she will tell you. As far as she is concerned, it is your car you gave to her to be using. Put her name in the car so that she can have ownership. I know that you will be the one to maintain it. When the thing park on the road, she will call you to come and carry it. Because they don't know how to maintain car. Many women don't know. But some have learned how to maintain their car. Because it is so necessary for their movement. So they know when the engine has changed. They know when there is a noise in the car. But some don't know. Anywhere the car stops, honey, the car refuses to start. Then you will go. Meanwhile, the car, please take time to always observe, make sure that your wife's car is serviced. Leave them with the car. The car will not be. So far the car is moving, they will be driving it. And the women know that I'm speaking the truth. Do not refuse to eat your wife's food during the conflict. It is anger that makes us to refuse food. And don't starve your husband. Still serve him his meal. Still cook his best for him. Even that both of you are angry. Please, I beg of you, do not bring anybody to bear witness against your partner. Say, Mama Nkechi saw you. Then he invited Mama Nkechi to the house and said, come and explain. You say you saw him in the hotel. You are killing your marriage. After it, Mama Nkechi will go back to her own husband. Avoid these words when you are trying to resolve issue. You are a liar. You are a liar. You are lying. Instead of saying you are lying, just say that I don't think that is the correct thing. You know, if you say it's not the correct thing, then the next one is what is the correct thing. But when you say your husband is a liar or your wife is so okay, I'm lying. Don't use such words. You are always lying. You are always doing it. You won't resolve that issue. If you tell her you're always doing it, so what is the sense of trying to resolve the issue? Avoid some words. Avoid some words. I said earlier on, if tension arises trying to resolve the issue, calm down. End the meeting. Reconvene at another time. Keep your focus on resolving the issue. Give yourself to prayer and fasting. Always apologize for your own fault, no matter how small it seems. I am sorry is the key that opens the door of forgiveness. Can the church shout with a loud voice, I am sorry? I didn't hear that. Can I hear the church shout it? 1, 2, go. I am sorry. You know, that is the one word that men find difficult to say. Men find it difficult to say, I am sorry. My solution here is learn to say, I am sorry. But men, because of their emotion is not well developed, they are created hard. And they consider I am sorry as a sign of weakness. You know what men do? Instead of saying I am sorry, they go and buy 10,000 suya that their wife loves to eat. They will go and buy her a new perfume. That's just the way to say, instead of just saying, I am sorry. Wife, am I communicating? And husband, am I communicating? Husband, am I communicating? So, I am sorry won't kill you. I am sorry. Men finds it difficult. Only men that are broken in the spirit will say, I am sorry. And there are also wives that find it difficult to say, I'm sorry. I say I'm sorry now. So may I kill myself? I don't tell you sorry. If you don't tell sorry now you know. Friend, that is not sorry. You are not sorry. If you want to say sorry, be humble enough to say, I am sorry. Sorry now does not mean I am sorry. Sorry now is a statement you've made. You didn't say, I'm sorry. You don't do now. You don't do is not I'm sorry. You don't do does not mean I'm sorry. If you want to say I'm sorry, say I am sorry the proper way. And the matter will die. If you're happy this morning, can I hear you shout a big amen? If I said anything that touches you, can I hear you shout a big hallelujah? The essence of this is to us that are still carrying some things and we are managing, even though we come to church, we just manage. We can resolve the issue. We can sit down and talk. Revive communication. Then you will revive relationship. You know why? The woman is created to talk. The man is created to think. And so if you wait your husband to call you, let us talk. It's one thing men finds difficult to say, let us talk. It's only women that always say, let us talk. And that is one thing a man fears most. The moment a man hears, sweetheart, I want us to talk, his heart begins to race. That's men. You know why? Because they don't have enough words to talk. I told you last Sunday, I said, women have 20,000 words, a minimum, to speak in a day. men have only 8. So when the man has gone to work and returned, he has exhausted the 8,000 he has. And the woman is in the house. She has just spoken 5,000 out of the 20,000. She still has 15,000 to speak. And that is why the man must listen to her. Allow her talk. Say few things you can say. Give the few answer you can give. The one you have no answer, tell her, I have heard. I will think about it. I know she will be thinking, what are you thinking that you are going to think about it? You are thinking that you are going to think about it because you are going to think about it. Then when you have thought about it, you will not meet her to say, I have thought about it. Please remember to think about it and get back to her. It is how the man is programmed. He's programmed to think straight. He's programmed to be objective. The man is not created to be emotional. And the woman is an embodiment of emotion. That's why little things hurt her. I told you what I read in Walter Trubish's book. He was describing the man and the wife. He said the man came to God and said, God, I need a wife. And God helped him. He collected one wife and went back home. The wife will talk from morning till night. And the man hasn't enough word to say. When he expects the wife to be happy, the wife will be angry. When he expects the wife to be angry, the wife will be laughing. So the house, it was just a house of commotion. One day he got angry. He took the woman. He went back to God. He said, God, you know what? I'm not married again. I'm tired. God said, really? He said, yes, sir. The woman, he said, I don't understand her. And let me say this to us. The hardest person to understand is a woman. Instead, try to know her. Because what you think you understand when she's having her period is not what you understand when she has no period. The way she behaves when she's young is not how she will behave when she has getting to her menopause. She's going to be a different person. So which one do you understand now? When she's breastfeeding, it's a different thing entirely. She will go to the market. She will buy things. She will cook. She will breastfeed. And she will serve you. Then you want to play Janglova. And this is a weaker vessel. She's tired. So which one do you understand? So it's a complex being. A complex being. She's the only one that added to everything God gave to her. She added to her finger. She added to her eyelashes. She added to her hair. She added to her lips. Only her. So which one do you want to understand? So just know her. Just do what? Know her. When you know her, you'll be able to know how to live with her. And that's what the Bible says. It says live with her according to what? Knowledge. I know I thought well. I clap for myself. Yes. Give me your questions.
Daddy.
Yes.
The number one question here. She's a nurse and she desired to travel abroad to work and assist the family. But her husband says, stay in Nigeria, open a pharmaceutical store. And the money to do that is not available. And she's asking, what do I do?
What she will do is to obey her husband. If she is going to work abroad, the man is trying to protect his property. Hello? Yes. If the man doesn't love her, the man will tell her, go and work for the money. Then I will take care of myself here. If she travels, what about the children? What about the man? It's a good idea to travel. But if the man is not comfortable that you travel abroad and leave him here, the man is trying to show you how much he loves you. Then both of you should be working so that you can generate the money. If you can't generate the money, then stay and be able to discuss extensively with your husband and have a time frame and plan it out. Because what is out there is not normal. Is anybody hearing what I'm saying? What is out there is not what you are told. It's not what you are told. It is not what you are told. And those out there are not telling you the truth. They want you to come so you can join them. If you are going to spend up to 10 million naira to process your ticket, finally process your visa, finally get a ticket, and finally what you will use in holding yourself and until you have worked and earned salary, and you're going to spend 10 million naira. My friend, use that 10 million naira. There are things you can do in Nigeria and prosper with 10 million naira. It is act of foolishness to use 10 million naira to travel abroad where you are not sure. He said, look at what they are earning. Wait. When we finish earning and pay the tax of what you will receive, that is when your eyes will be clear. Then you pay the tax, then you pay the rent, your transportation, your telephone, the air. Now it is winter. You pay for air you breathe in the house and pay for the one you breathe outside. When it is summer, you pay for the air you breathe in the house because you pay for air condition. You say, but I'm paying the same thing here. As he be here, nobody say he be there. Oh, make una dey hear well. Nobody so he be. That's why your sister has been working, your brother has been working, and he can't send you more than 100 pounds for 3 months because it is not easy for him to save. Are you aware that the majority of the people live on credit? Before the salary comes, they have taken a part of the salary, and what they have is just little left. I'm not discouraging you from going. I don't think I can ever live abroad in my life. I will live here. This is a better place for me. Anyway, the time don't even pass. Is it at 70 something I'm going to abroad? To look for who? My grandmother. So that is my answer. If the husband is saying no, she should wait until the husband is convinced not the business is not running. If the husband say, let us open a pharmaceutical, then they will sit down and analyze what it takes to open a pharmaceutical shop. Because as a nurse, she cannot operate a pharmaceutical shop without having a pharmacist. Because she will need a pharmacist certificate to open the pharmacy shop, and she will pay the pharmacist every month. Will she make the profit to pay the pharmacist and pay those who will be working? At least to open a reasonable pharmacy in Nigeria, she will need up to 50 million. Am I communicating? Okay. Next question.
Daddy, the woman here is saying that how can she handle a husband that abandoned the family because of ladies out there?
Because of ladies. The lady out there.
Yes, and abandoned the family.
Stranger.
Denied the family because of ladies.
If she had handled the man properly, the man wouldn't have left the house. Hold on now. I know you will react that way. Listen to me. Whatever the woman outside is giving to him, he is not getting it in the house. That's number one. Number two, it is possible that the devil has cooked for him to be eating outside, and he has ate what will keep him outside. Therefore, how do you solve the problem? Solving the problem, you can fighting him will drive him more outside. It is how to ask God for wisdom on how to handle this erring man so that he can return home. There are strategic prayers to pray. There are levels that you will need to apply your feminine power to get the man arrested in the house. Whatever he's looking for outside can be provided in the house. Listen to me. A man that is disrespected in the house, a man that is not honored in his house and honored outside, will go outside. When the man comes home, it is full of dishonor, disrespect. And there is this Angelina outside who kneels down to, these daughters, this side chick, they can do anything to keep a married man. They are not ready for these young boys where they jump from one place. It's a married man, oh. They can do anything. I was teaching the leaders this morning. I said, you should be observant to know when changes are coming in, to arrest the change before it finally change. Men, there is no man that has peace in his home that will be outside. He will always want to come home. Especially men with wisdom, knowing that that extra curricular affair will cut deep into his pocket. I told you the other day, you can't keep a man in the house with sex because sex is available outside. And the one that is available outside, he buys it with his money. But the one in the house, he buys it with his emotion. He had to pet you. He had to romance you. He had to make you feel it. He had to make you come into the mood. But the one outside doesn't need the mood. Doesn't need petting. Money for hand. Back. So sex can't keep him. What can keep a man in the house is respect. Honor your husband. So I would say to this person who asks the question, ask yourself, what did I do that make the man to go outside? I didn't talk about sex because a lot of things are contributing to some of these things. I didn't go into that. Is it that I'm keeping myself unclean? Is it that I have turned myself to become an old woman overnight? Is it because of the children everywhere, the sitting room, the bedroom, everywhere is smelling urine? Is it because of the hair I'm wearing and not cleaning it and the hair is smelling? Now the man is looking for something outside. So I need to ask myself, what did I contribute to this? That's what I asked you, what I said to you here. To resolve issue like this, find out. Did I contribute to this man leaving? What did I do wrong? Not what he did wrong, you're looking now. What did I do wrong for him to be doing this outside? When you look into it, you'll find the Holy Ghost will guide you. And when you now look at, it's not what you did. It's like your husband has fallen victim to these daughters of Eve. Then you now know that you need prayer. You need what? Prayer. High level of it. To bring him. You pray in the soup. You pray in the bar. You pray in the water. You pray in the oil. As he eats it, anything he eats outside will be bitter. You can pray. I told you here, I taught women to pray that the man's organ will not raise outside. No, you have right. It's your body. The man's body is your body. That's what the Holy Ghost said. You pray that when he goes outside, the thing will die. When it comes inside, the thing will resurrect like an iron. When the thing happened to him like that 3, 4, 5 times, nobody will tell him to stay at home. He will stay at home. So there's a way to solve the problem. Thank you. Yes.
Daddy, the next question is, I am a wife, married, but my male friends still call me on phone. Should I cut them off? Some of them wanted to marry me but didn't work out.
The Bible says all things are lawful, but all things are not convenient. A man that was chasing you to marry you is still calling you when you are married. Wahala deo. The question is this: what you ask yourself, what benefit do you derive from the call? If you don't derive any benefit from the call, what do you do? Block the person, especially if the call is creating problem. Then the call will come. You're sitting with your husband, a call comes. Then you quickly run away so that he will not hear what you are saying. Then the man begins to say, he said, who called? He said, it's my auntie from Lagos. You are lying in Krokoro afternoon. And you don't know you will go to hell by lying. And it was not your auntie. One day, this thing will catch up with you. And your husband will know that it is Austin that has been calling you. Then trouble will start. Why do you want to create problem when there is no problem? I want to say this. Every relationship before you got married, your male friends, except they are business partners, then if they are business partners, explain to your husband, let it be known because of the nature of your work, of your profession, of your career. Am I communicating? It's just like those of you in real estate business. You talk to anybody and your agent can call you anytime. It can be a man, it can be a woman, and you're talking business. And when it is business, you're not talking anything secret. You can be talking of the business in the presence of your husband, in the presence of your wife. So there are communications that you can expose to your partner. But when the communication is going beyond boundary, block the person before you scatter what you are trying to build. Is that okay? He said, does it mean I shouldn't have male friend? What are you doing with male friends? If they were good, why didn't they marry you? Or why you didn't marry them? What are you doing with them? He said, I've been a tomboy. You are no longer a tomboy. You are now a tom girl, a tom woman. So hold on one husband. You said, but my husband has a female friends. Well, if your husband has female friends, he should disclose who his female friends are. Don't tell me it is my auntie. You don't know my auntie. That's my auntie that I was talking to you the other day. Which auntie? That the daughter. See, one of my best friend, or what I wouldn't say best friend, very close friend. It was the mother-in-law that exposed her daughter. He picked this girl, the girl finished secondary school, sent this girl to the university. That was where the girl had a boyfriend and had 4 children. And convinced the husband that the boyfriend is her cousin. So the guy came to live in the house. This one is a line. I was involved. They came to live in the house and doing his youth call. When my friend had serious business he was doing, when he goes to work, the boy will be climbing the wife. she tried to convince the mother, that your auntie that is married to so this is the son. Until one day, the woman was a powerful spiritual woman, prayer warrior, caught them red-handed. He called the daughter, what is this? The daughter said, but you say it's your cousin. So who is the mother? He now asked the boy. The boy owned up. He said, we are not related. It's my girlfriend. No, the daughter refused to stop. When this son-in-law said, I want to go to hell. I don't want to go to hell. With that young man and ran away. Nobody point of wretchedness. My friend had to take care of the 4 children for many years. When she returned, my friend said, okay, you know what? Go and talk to my friend in Benin. She came here, cried crocodile. Husband's niece that you don't know the mother. Then he say he's married in they were living at Abeokuta. From that they went to Lagos. They couldn't come to the wedding. No. Which family? That's why you should know your husband's family before one small girl colobia your husband. Yes, next question. I think we are going to close now. How many questions do you have left? Very fast. Are you enjoying this? If you want to who told you that it's not good? You never reach level. You never reach level. When you reach level, you go understand. You go understand. The question you need to ask here, there are many questions to ask along there. Is it good for a woman to approach a man? You say no. That is what the society will tell you. But I tell you the truth. There are women that approach the man and marry the man. There are women that brought their earnings for the wedding. It's not a crime. You want the marriage, the man is saying, I cannot afford it. Give me 2 more years. And you are 38. 2 more years, you'll be 40. And you have money. Bring it, let marriage be conducted. This practical. What are you keeping the money? All right. You will wait. By the time the 2 years come, you will be 40. Then he has had money. And begin to look somewhere else. And consider you that marrying you at 40 is going to be like a mistake. And at that 40, you're already in your menopause. So what is he marrying you for? So what I'm saying is this. Where there is a mutual understanding and mutual agreement, and both of you understand what you are doing, and this guy has a future, this guy has a vision. What is happening is that some things has put in place have not materialized. It's likely going to take 2 years for these things to come true. And age is not in your... No, listen. Are you aware that there are some fathers, rich fathers, they don't need anything from you. All they need is for you to come and marry their daughter. They sponsor the wedding. They sponsor... How much is bride price? How much is bride price now? For Bini here, how much is bride price? 25 naira. 24.
24 naira.
Okay, bride price. Is that what the man can bring bride? But this is the other things that surround it. Are you aware when divorce takes place, is that 24 naira they will give you back? Yes, now. They'll give you 24 naira back. That's the bride price you paid. Every other thing was a part of what you ate and what you did. So if that is what it takes for you to get this marriage done, please do not hesitate if you have what it takes. 2 shall become 1. And you man that she brought the money and you use it to pay her bride price, do not abuse her. Understand it. She has taken a risk. Therefore, honor her and respect her. Possibly, when the money comes, gather all the money she spent and give her back. So that you know you married her by yourself. If she spend the money to sponsor the wedding and you finally earn the money, get the money and give her back. She will not tell him, I don't need it. You say, honey, take it. Then she will take it and use it, maybe buy things for you. That's okay. You have given her. It is mutual. Please, let's listen to me. I've told you here, sisters who are not married, brothers who are not married, listen carefully. If a man is coming close for 1 year, he has not said anything, sit him down. Say, bro, declare your intention. Let me know. You eat my jollof rice. You eat fried rice. You eat fried chicken in my house. Everybody see us. We go out. We go dating. And you have not said anything. Tell him to say what is in his mind. And he said to you, I just want us to fellowship. Tell him from today, if I see you near me, I will cut your leg. It is not wrong to say, come, do you want to marry me? Is that why you are coming? Some brothers are afraid to receive no. So for that reason, they refuse to talk. Then if they refuse to talk, you talk. You say, the reason why I don't want to talk, so that he will not look down on me, that I'm the one that approach him. Is that what matters? What matters is a beautiful and joyful marriage. When two people who know what marriage is prepare for it. Who said who approach is not. Have you not seen many marriages where the man say, will you marry me? The lady say, and 2 months after the wedding, turn into, Yes.
Yes, Daddy, this one said, how do I handle a partner that each time you want to discuss to resolve issues, get irritated and never tell you why he's acting strange?
That is the same thing we are saying. She gets irritated or he gets irritated and wouldn't tell you why he's acting strange. Still insist to make sure you resolve this issue before it kills you. Men oftentimes bottle up when it happens like that. They don't want to discuss it anymore. Life continue. You know what you have done? You have swept it under carpet. The day the carpet will be removed, everything that has been swept into the under the carpet will show up. Insist to resolve this issue. If it's not working out for you, seek for a third party. Contact your pastor and let your pastor know what is going on. Then your pastor will send for both of you and discuss with both of you. The best way to handle it, talk with the woman first and talk with the man first. Talk with the man and talk with the woman and hear from their own perspective, hear from their own version before you bring two of them together. When you bring two of them together, you find that one person is lying or one person is exaggerating. You will now know the truth and will now know how to cancel. Don't cancel based on one person's story. Cancel based on the two people's story. Somebody say, I hear.
The last one here says that the two of them came together having children before marriage.
Yes.
And the man is paying attention to his only children and abandoning his wife. And she's asking now, is it good for me to buy land, build a house for my children without the knowledge of the man?
All right. The question is this. The question that should be answered. Why did you go into that marriage? That's the question to be answered. You have your children and he has his children. Did you ask yourself this question? What happens when these two families come together? Sometimes what was said when you are going to the farm is not what is said when you are returning from the farm. And the man said, oh, no, that's no problem. Your children is not a problem. I will take care of your children. You too, did you promise you will take care of his children? What is it that is happening that the man is not paying attention to his children? You know, questions like this, you don't know the genesis. You don't know what has gone on for the man to be paying attention only to his children. Now, this person who is thinking, is it good? This person who is thinking, is it good, has already bought a land. You may be very surprised that a quarrel may have ensued and the woman has said certain things. So, what is happening in this home? Because this person didn't say whether the two of them have any issue, any child between two of them. If they don't have any child between two of them, that is how that home will go. This one, focus on your children. This one, we focus on his children. Because they didn't resolve this issue before they get in. They didn't look at the complexities. You must understand the complexity of marrying into a home where the man has had children from the previous marriage. It has its own complications. Prepare for it. If you don't prepare for it, that thing will prepare you. Am I speaking here? I'm not saying it's wrong. But it is not going to be a normal marriage. It's not. Because the children will need to accept you as their stepmother, which oftentimes doesn't happen. Sometimes you even fear to touch them. Because if you touch them, it's not because their mother is not here. And they can play all kinds of tantrum. Note it. The man has lived with his children, and this woman has lived with her own children. So why do you bring these two people, these two homes together? Bring these two children together, who will see themselves are not as siblings. They are not siblings. I hope you know that they can marry each other. Oh, you don't know? They can marry each other because they are not related. At the time you marry the man, he has had his children and you have had your children. So these children are not related in any form. So you are creating some problems in the home. Before you get into such a marriage, you must prepare your mind and ask yourself basic questions. So is it good to buy a land and build house for your own children? I can't answer that question. You know why? I need to know where you're coming from, to know how you got here. If I know where you're coming from and know how you got here, then I can answer you. Otherwise, it will be an error to answer you and say, okay, don't build, or go and buy land, build for your own children, as the man is preparing her own children to inherit him. Then anybody will ask you, why did you get into that marriage? May the Lord bless these words.